ZD here, coming live from Melbourne, Australia, ready for an amazing talk with you guys. We're going to be talking about mastery of sales. So if you are into sales out there, let me teach you some tricks that will massively help you start scaling your business in a massive way. Because what is sales really? It's the influence. It's helping someone go from where they are to where they want to be. It's closing the gap. It's closing the deal. If you close the deal, you can actually give them a bridge to get what they want. And if you're a coach out there or a network marketer or someone out there that is struggling to close the deal, get on this live right now or rewatch this live because you're going to get a lot of benefit. I feel like there's a lot of times, a lot of my clients lately, and what's been triggered off this video is a lot of my clients are saying, Zach, like, I just don't know, like I'm doing sales and stuff and I'm getting sales here and there, but how can I start getting consistent sales coming into a business? Because if there's not consistent sales coming into your business, let's just look at the logic behind this. Your business is not going to grow. And when your business doesn't grow, how do you feel about yourself? You feel shit, you feel unworthy, not good enough. Why is this going to work? Am I ever going to get out of my job? This is where most people stay in. This is their mindset. And the reason their mindset is like this is because their relationship with money screwed up. Step one is mastery of your relationship with money. Before we go into strategy, I always tell people, I can teach you how to sell anything at any given time in a really powerful way. But if your relationship with money sucks, it doesn't matter how good you are at the start. You're like, oh, hey, what do you really want? Getting them clear on what they want. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the deal at the end. Are you going to help them get across the line? Because this is the truth. And what I've learned, I used to not think this, but I think it now because it's the truth. If you don't get someone into your business to help them, your product, your service, you're not helping them. Because this is how our brain works. If you're getting someone to the edge, they're right here. And over here is selling, and down here is back to where they were. You get them right here. Tony Robbins even says it. If you come right to the tipping point of getting someone to make a decision and then they don't follow through, guess what happens? They fall back and this tightens stronger, neurologically stronger, in their brain stronger. So you're doing them a disservice by getting them here and then just letting them go back and then think about it again. Because how many times is you got someone and then they're like, oh, wait, I just need to go think about it. You got to think about what? Your excuses. You think too much. That's what you do. You think about it too much. This is what most people do. That's why they're not successful, because they think, they don't do. They don't act on what they know they need to do. How many times have you got on a call with someone, you know they need to do it, but they're still like, this stuff. They're trying to go back. What's happening right now is there's a fear that's happening in their body. It's a trigger in their body that is getting stimulated to say, no, stay where you are, stay where you are, stay where you are. It's freaking out because this is the truth. Your identity right now has emotions tied to it. So your identity is how you see yourself. I really want you to stay on for this because this is really powerful. And what if I told you when you want to go for something in life, your emotions are actually against you? Your emotions are against you. Why are they against you? Because your brain doesn't care about you succeeding. It doesn't care about you being rich. It doesn't care about any of those things. The only thing it cares about is you surviving. And if you've survived up to now, why would you change? That's why it's so freaking crazy. And that's why you get stimulants in your body when you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Why? Because emotions are bad. How many times you know you need to do something? You know you need to commit to a relationship. You know you need to, follow through, get on the phone, start talking to people. But as soon as you think about it, your emotions come up. Anxiety, stress, fear, all this stuff comes up and says, oh, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. And then the spiritual people will say, well, it doesn't feel right and I don't want to follow it. I get that. But I would also challenge that too, because I'm open to everything and attached to nothing. And if you always just say, this is the way life is, you're closing yourself off from seeing everything a different way. Because this is how the brain works. It doesn't care about you succeeding. So when you start going up, you start approaching that person you're really attracted to, or you go up and get on the phone, you're getting to the end of the close. You as even the coach starts freaking out and start getting triggered off. It says, oh, don't ask for the close, don't ask for the close, don't ask for the close. It's not just happening with them, it's happening with you too. It's insane. So your mastery of this is to not trust your emotions all the time. Your emotions will screw you up. I've got people right now that are scared about committing with people. I'm coaching people that are scared about committing. They know it's right. They have a feeling that they're getting a lot from it, but then there's a part of them inside that's like, oh, I don't know if I want to commit. My feelings don't feel right. Screw your little feelings. Stop feeling. This is what most people do. They feel too much. They sit down in their freaking house and like, I don't want to do action. It doesn't feel right. Screw your feelings. Get up and do it. I'm a massive believer in internal world and feel the stuff, feel your desires and truly do that. But if you're doing it to do nothing, you got a problem. And that problem is going to keep you broke. That problem is going to make your business go down. That problem is not going to solve shit. So if you're out there and you're getting triggered by this, I want you to. That's the reason of the video. But really think about this right now. This is the guide. This is the internal stuff that most people won't tell you about. But this is what's happening. And most people say, oh, it just doesn't feel right. This person doesn't feel right. And, I was on the phone with someone before and they weren't a right fit for it. That's an excuse. Oh, well, they didn't have the budget for it. So that's an excuse. Well, because guess what? Lenny, Jason, any of those guys would be talking to him right now and saying, yeah, do you want to do it? And say, yeah, oh, look, I'll find a way. You just didn't get him to the place of leverage. You didn't get him to the place of, I want to change this now. I want to solve my problems now. That's the way you've got to get to it. I want to solve my problem now. What is the problem? What are the two questions, the most important two questions you got to ask on a sales call? What do you think it is? Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess? The two things that I focus on. You said, what are the two things people need? Step one, you need to ask them what they want. You need to ask them what the hell they want. Most people just sell them the freaking product. Here's my product. Blech. No one cares. But they don't usually even speak that. They say, look, I'll send you a website later so you can look, so I don't have to be vulnerable, so I don't have to go through my own fears. I love going through it. I love going through that little blockage. Look, I don't know if it's the right time. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. Is it the right time to make another excuse though? Because that's what you've been doing for the last freaking year. So let's do this. Period. How hard can it actually be? Well, when they say something like that, it really affects me, and I don't want to really push people, and I don't want to push people. What? So you want to be broke? Some people need pressure. Do you understand what creates a diamond? Pressure, not freaking. Do you want to be a rock or a diamond? Think about it. People kick rocks all the time when they're walking, right? I'll kick the rock, but if they saw a diamond, they respect the diamond. They respect the diamond. If you're being a wishy-washy pleaser on the call, yeah, you are a rock. And you can just say, oh, just don't worry, take your time. It's all good. You take your time. You're doing them a disservice. You're actually doing them a disservice. You're hurting them. That's the reason they're on the call. It's because they want to be sold to. No, I don't want to be sold to. I just want someone to give me advice, and then I'm going to go take it. They won't do shit. They want to be sold to. What if that was your new belief? People want to be sold to. What if that was a belief? Oh, but people don't. That's your belief, not mine. The thing that I've realized in my life is people love it. If you have fun with it, they love it. If you just say, you have to do this, they're not going to like it because there's pressure. It's too much pressure, way too much pressure. There's a fine line between pressure and being a rock. Rock, diamond, rock, diamond. You can do both, but if you just do one, it's not going to work. Oh, sorry, it's all good. I feel sorry for you. Oh, I'm $10,000 in debt. Oh, really? Oh, you poor thing. That's okay. That's amazing. You're in debt. That's why you need this. That's why you need this. What's the difference between $10,000 in debt, $15,000, $20,000 in debt? $20,000 in debt gets you out of debt. Let's do this. How freaking hard can it be? But most people don't have that. They're like, oh, really? Oh, okay, I understand. Literally, I don't even have like $500 in my account. That's the first problem. Like, that's a freaking serious problem. That's a serious problem right now, seriously. But that's all good. What are you telling me that story for? Do you actually want to do this or not? Do you want to make a lot of money or not? Because what you're telling me right now is I only have $500. What are you focused on $500 for? Like, seriously. This is the way it's got to go. It's back and forth specific. It's so simple when you do this. When you come from that frame of just flowing energy. And do you know what, people, I was talking to a client yesterday and she's like, how do I get myself to that place? And I'm like, I practice this all the time. I practice this all the freaking time. I used to practice this every time I walked to the gym. I'd say it out loud. I was sometimes even writing to the gym. I'd say it out loud. Look, I don't have the money. I'm like, yeah, 100% you don't have the money. That's why you got to do this right now. I practice myself to always have a response in any situation. How has this helped me in my life? This hasn't just helped me in sales. This has helped me in any area of life. It makes me feel confident within myself that I can make things happen. I can close deals. I can influence people. This is so much more to me than just closing someone. It's having the ability to influence people, having people find out what they want, and then finding out what are the roadblocks that stop them. What are the roadblocks that stop them? Oh, Zach, like, it's just like your certainty is the biggest thing. I had a person that signed up with me that I did like a webinar for a team that he's on. I did a webinar and he sent me a message saying, I can't believe, I'm so glad I signed up to you because your certainty is just so freaking powerful. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, I practice it daily. When I say affirmations daily, I'm freaking talking like this. Zach, you're yelling and stuff. That's how you drain it into your brain. That's how you drain it into your nervous system. Emotion with language. Emotion with language. How many times a day are you saying that? That's how it easily comes through. I'm saying it, drilling it. If I stop coaching and I stop speaking and I stop selling for 6 months, I would not be as good as I am. I know that. I'd be rusty. When I go away, like usually for like a week, or I remember when we went away, I went to 15 countries in 15 months. This is literally the only month I haven't been away in the last 16 months, which I'm very grateful for it. But there was times where I had like a week off. Then I come back and I was rusty after a week. That's why you got to keep doing it. That's why you got to stay in this state. I had another client that said to me, are you ever going to stop selling? I'm like, hell no. Hell no, I'm not. It keeps you freaking on. This benefits me in every area of my life. This helps me influence, talking to people, connecting with people. People want to hide behind passive income. I don't want to do that. You're scared. That's what it is. I just want passive income. That's what people do. It's crazy. I just want to make passive income. I just want to hide behind my little keyboard. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to do an Amazon business, or I'm going to do network marketing and get a team together so I don't have to do shit. And that's why you're stuck. That's why people are stuck. They don't lock onto one thing and commit to it. They'll make an excuse about a program they did. Oh, that didn't work. But the reality is, it's about you. It's about looking yourself in the mirror. I love what Tony Robbins said. He said one time at Day with Destiny seminar, he said, it's not about what it's like. He said, when he's coaching one-on-one people, it's a small percentage of what happens in the session. It's what you do outside of the session that makes the difference. That's it. It's how much you committed to your dreams, how much you committed to showing up, how much you committed to saying, if this was my last sales call, the one I have this afternoon or tomorrow, am I going to go all in or not? If this was my last call and I had to get it, my life was on the line, you would show the freaking hell up. You wouldn't quit. You wouldn't be like, oh, sorry, Pam just said she was just a little bit. I just love when people say, yeah, they just didn't, they just said like need 24 hours or they need to think about it. They don't need to think about it. That's their way of saying, look, I'm scared right now. And I'm trying to get off this. I don't know what's happening. My higher self said, please pull me, grab me and pull me. And then my fears say, I'm freaking out, I'm overwhelmed, I need to get off the phone. And if you let them off the phone, what happens? I've talked to that many people. I already know the play. When I coach someone says, I got a sale, I say, did you get the money? Did you get the money? Did you get the commitment? Commitment. Money is the commitment to make. Did you get the money? Oh, yeah, no, they said they're going to pay next week. No, they won't. This is what's going to happen. They're going to message you next week. They're not going to get on the call with you because on the call is emotion. They don't want to do that. It's too confrontational. We want to sit behind the keyboard because it's easier. Then they write you a message. Oh, sorry, right now isn't the right time. But, sometime soon's going to be the right time. I just know it. No, it's not. You don't know shit. You're trusting your emotions, and that's why you're stuck. The amount of people I've talked to that did not commit, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, I've talked to them. Where are they? They're in the exact same position. The exact same position. People don't just freaking change because they get comfortable. Comfortable. Conformity. Conforming to what's around you is where you stay. That's why coaches are so important because they grab you and say, stop playing so small. Play at this level. When we play at this level, you can start getting shit happening for you. Things will start moving your way when you start having some accountability, when you start clearing up the junk that you're holding onto in your head. I can't do this. I don't like pushing with people. The amount of little crafting little switches that can make the biggest difference in the world. Just simple little things like I'm teaching you now. You use these on your calls, you will start closing at a higher level because you will, because you have a different mindset around it. You have a completely different mindset around it. Closing should be fun. Closing should be easy. You anticipate it when you practice. You anticipate when you're getting on calls. You anticipate what's going to come up. You anticipate the problems. Think about it. It's really, really powerful to understand this. Super powerful. Okay, we got Marcus. How would you start over again if you were at the beginning of marketing and selling your services? Really good question. That's a really good question. How I would start again is, number one, if I was starting flat out from a coaching business, I didn't make any money, I was starting out fresh, I'd first of all, number one, get clear on who do I want to serve. And not just who I want to serve, like get clear on niche. What I'd do is I'd get clear on the want. What is the outcome that they want to get? That's what I'm focused on. I'm not really focused on, I need to understand my niche. What are they waking up in the night thinking about? Like that's what most people say, right? I don't care about that. It's like, what is the outcome that my service is going to give these people? Are they going to make more money? Are they going to get their dream relationship? Are they going to have better sex? Are they going to have more sex? Are they going to, I don't know, are they going to have the dream body? Are they going to have a six-pack? Are they going to be really fit? I need to know the outcome that's sexy to them. Maybe they want to grow a business. Maybe they want to be an expert in sales. I need to know the outcome. If you're selling the process, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. And I've tested it. I've tried it. Majority of my clients that come to me, they send me their recording of the sales call. The common thing that comes up is they're trying to sell the process. Oh, well, my program's this. My program does this. No one gives a shit. No one cares. They just care, am I going to make money? Or is this going to grow my business? Am I going to be able to close more deals? Am I going to have unlimited amount of leads coming in? These are the outcomes that people want. So if you don't talk about these, then you're not going to win. That's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is I would launch online videos around it. I'd be freaking everywhere. I'd be everywhere around. I'd be doing post up. I'd be doing the most valuable posts. I'd be looking at what are people doing if I was just fully starting out, like with no brand, no nothing. I'd be giving away free. I'd create an 8-week program and give it away for free. I created an 8-week program that's my best shit, and then I'd start giving it away for free. If I was starting again and I didn't have a brand, I'd be launching it out for free. I'd get people in and I'd start building testimonials, because testimonials are what are going to grow your business. Not you talking about how good you are, other people talking about how good you are. And I'm very grateful that I've got like 30, 35 testimonials where people talk about how much money I've made them. And that was like the core standard of where my business really took off. It was getting testimonials. So what I would do is I'd be like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an 8-week program that's better than my marketplace. I'm going to give it away for free, get so many people in there, and then I'm going to have an upsell. And the upsell is going to be something even more free. Maybe it's one-on-one coaching with you. Maybe it's a retreat you're selling. Maybe it's something along those lines. And then when people come to you after they finish the whole thing, and just give them so much stuff for 8 weeks of your life. Give them your best shit. Hold them accountable. Do everything. Because remember, what goes around comes around. Whatever you give out must come back. Usually I say in tenfold. If I'm giving away an 8-week program for free, if I did, people would be coming in blown away by the content. Like, Zach, this is like literally better than any program I've done for like 10 grand. And then I'm like, hell yeah. So let's jump on a call. And I'm like, listen, that program was nowhere near what I can do for you. What I would show you, what I could show you is something even 10 times better than that. And then what I'd do is I'd sell them into something high ticket, and that's where the money's going to start coming in. But no one's willing to do that. They're trying to sell their little ticket programs. They're like, oh, well, I'm worth more than that. Well, that's great. Well, why are you broke? That's the truth. I'm worth more than that. I've just got to feel. No, you don't. You don't need to freaking say I'm worth more and just own it on the call. No, you don't. You need to start giving. You need to start giving a lot of content. You need to start producing content that people freaking want, and start producing, pushing it out, being everywhere, seeing it everywhere. Then people are like, this guy or woman like just gives out the best value. It's freaking amazing. I'm so grateful. This is so freaking amazing. I love it. That's what I would do at the start. And then what I would do is when I have like 100, 200 people through, because you put it on your Facebook giving away a free 8-week program, people are just going to freaking flow in. And then you put them into the program, and then there's your market, there's your group. And then there's your group growing. But most people are like, I'm just creating a free group. I just want to get people in. Like, they know your intention. They know you're just getting them into the group to sell them, right? We both know that. Oh, add value first. And then, no, give them something tangible that's mind-blowing. I'm all about mind-blowing the customer. Like, if someone signs up with me, I'll just blow them away and say, hey, by the way, sign up for my retreat, have my 8-week program, enjoy. That's what I do. I do like surprises because I'm like, hell yeah, I want them to win. I want them to freaking win. Like, at the end of the day, it's an 8-week program that's already online. Why wouldn't I give it to them? The people are paying thousands of dollars for. And then they're thinking, holy shit, this person just gives. Because I know if I give more, I receive more. Yeah, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It has to. That's a law. That's what Napoleon Hill used to talk about. Give, and you will receive if you know how to receive. Most people just give, and then they're like, I'm not getting anything back. You're in the wrong mindset. I'm just giving because I love to give, and then all of a sudden it'll come back. And I'm like, holy shit, it just came back. I love this. It always happens. There's something that happens. I don't really tell people this, but there's always something that happens. Call it universe, but this is what the science that I teach in my retreats. I teach them about metaphysical and physical world, where magic starts flowing in when you start setting the intentions really clear. And how I do that specifically is how I do that specifically is I always say when I give something to someone, I just give them amazing value. Something that day always goes my way. Something that same day always goes my way. If I just give, something always that day, like a surprise happens. Someone comes through, like something magical happens that day. It happens all the time. And I'm focused on it because I've seen it that many times. I'm like, what good's going to happen? And then what happens? Good shit happens. But yeah, that's what I would start with. And then I would start with the 100 people that I get into that free course. I would give them so much value for a 2-month period. And then I would be aiming to sell, 50 of them into another upselling program. And then there's your 6-figure business. That's how I'd start out. You could literally do that. Most people won't do that because they're like, oh no, I just want to do it my way. Well, what's the point of doing it your way when it's not working? I love what Bob Proctor says. He says, like, you've got a paradigm. He says your paradigm of life is your identity. It's how you see the world. Like, when I tell people to go down to the ATM and get cash out, they're like, why would I do that? It's not going to work. That's your paradigm. That's how you see the world. Why don't you try something else? Try my paradigm and see. I remember when Tony Robbins said this in one of his first seminars I went to. He said he used to hang around with $500 of cash in his wallet. And I'm like, oh, it's not going to work. So I never tried it. And as soon as I tried it, it worked. Coincidence, right? Ignorance is not good. It wouldn't work. That's your paradigm. What if I told you, if you just follow exactly what I say, as what I even tell my clients, if you follow exactly what I say with the routines that we do, the mindset stuff that we do, following exactly what I do on the sales calls, you will make money. You will go from 0 to 6 figures very fast. Why? Because you're taking on my belief systems. You're taking on everything of mine, which is like the way I sell, the way I ask questions. And it works. It's a science. Why do my clients get results? Because they do that. Because they freaking do that. They follow the system. It's very important to do this. Very, very important. That's how I would just start off. Those are the 2 things that I would really start off with. But I think it's really, really powerful. So if there's any other questions people have, feel free to ask me another question. I've got a little bit more time if anyone wants it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Alexander Morris. Alexander Morris is a good man. Thanks for the comment, man. Wow, thank you so much. I love this. One more obstacle challenge, Jack. You are 50K in debt and live at your parents' home, and they want you to get a job. Get a job. That's what I would say. 100% get a job. What are you talking about? Like, I'm 15K in debt, and I don't know if I should get a job. My parents want me to get 100% get a job. Otherwise, you're in scarcity. Otherwise, you're going to be in scarcity. How can you sell when you're, look, you get comfortable by staying with your parents. That's why you're stuck. You're like, oh, well, my food gets taken care of with my parents and all this stuff. That's why most people are stuck, because they're comfortable. I'd say go out, get your own place. Start working full time, start getting in the marketplace. So you say, I have responsibilities. I'm massive with that. But have responsibilities is going to make you grow as a person, make you grow as a man. So 100% say that. Get out, find a way to get a full-time job, find a place where you're going to move out and have an abundance mindset. Then start producing content online, start doing that, 2-month process that I just mentioned there. And what will start happening, you'll get on the phone and say, I don't even need the money because I've already got a full-time job, and you'll come from abundance instead of scarcity. And your business will freaking rapidly take off. This reminds me of the go-getter. Absolutely, the go-getter. I don't even know what the hell the go-getter is, but I'll just do it. You see, I agree. That's one thing you should remember. No matter what someone says to you, always agree. Yeah, 100%. This is what most people do wrong. Look, I don't know if I have the time. 100%. You probably don't. But let's find the time. Imagine if I said, let's just do the same thing. Oh, look, I don't know if I have the time. Okay. Well, how can you see the difference? It's not as smooth. It's not as flowing. Very, very crazy. We've got Alexander Myers. How do you start getting your partner, family into an abundance mindset? Well, the first thing is you got to start with you. You can't help someone else until you're helping yourself. You have to get yourself into that place first. And you need to start seeding, putting things on. Like if I really wanted to do that, you got to understand your mind is like a subconscious program. And if you start leveling yourself up with abundance, and you start talking more abundantly, and let's say maybe your partner says something in scarcity, she says, oh, that's too much, say nothing's ever too much for you. Yep, change the frame, change the association, interrupt the pattern right when it happens. As soon as the pattern happens, interrupt it with something fun that you that's a lot of money, you're deserving of it. Yeah, start training and putting into their mind, you're deserving of it. And then they say, oh my God, I am. Right? You speak into their mind. That's why when people are around broke people or people around that are doing drugs, it's hard to get out of that mindset, even if you've got a strong mind, because they're always feeding in. Do you want drugs? You want drugs? But what happens if you did it the opposite way? You started being around it. You even started putting on. You knew she was in the other room, and then you put on some Tony Robbins about money, or Bob Proctor around money, or ZD around money. And you started putting it in the background, and she's getting influenced unconsciously. Remember, everything goes into your mind. Everything goes into your mind. Very, very sparky. This will practice you, Alex, because I know where you're at. This will practice you with your objection handling and your pattern interrupts as well. As soon as you feel someone's in scarcity, say, I love being rich. Just interrupt the pattern, whether it's to your partner or you're helping someone around this as well. Okay, so we got, thank you. The wonderful thing is, we got Marcus. Thank you. The wonderful thing is that I have developed a great abundance mindset with your value. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. It's amazing. I'm going to go and buy her a present today. Feel good when you do it too. And do you know what? Every single time, this is for everyone, every single time you pay for something or do something, thank yourself. Thank the universe and say, I deserve this. Start training yourself to say, I deserve this. When a payment comes out of your account, say, I deserve this. Stop saying, oh, shit, because that's scarcity. That's scarcity. You want to say when it comes out, thank you. Thank you for this amazing payment that's coming out of my account. Really appreciate you. Start coming from that place. And if you're still struggling, I really highly recommend you come to my retreat on the 21st to the 24th of February. We go over closing. We practice it over and over and over and over again. We practice it like a craft. We do objection handling over and over again. Objection handling to the place of you feel numb. It was so cool at the Bali retreat last time when I remember there was a time where I taught them all about this closing. We were just practicing it, and then they were just having fun with it. And I remember I was saying, hey, guys, we've got to come back from the break. And then they were even objection handling to come back from the break. They're like, Zach, absolutely. I agree with you. But do you want us to be, do you want us to starve? And they were doing objection handling with me. And I'm like, this is where you embody it. Now they're embodying it, and now they're having fun with it. This is what sales is going to be about. Come to my event. There is limited spots available. There's 22 people already locked in. If you want to go in, there's only a certain amount of people we can have in the room. Make a freaking decision to do this. I'm telling you right now, I was talking to someone last night and I said, I can promise you one thing. You're going to have the most unique experience you've ever had in your life. This is a unique experience. You're going to travel to different places. You're going to travel over there, and we're going to travel to places in our mind that you've never been before. We're going to delve in there. We're going to clear up the junk. We're going to train our mind. You're going to learn about manifesting things, anything in any given moment. You're going to learn my principles that I live by every day to manifest whatever I want, metaphysical to physical. You're going to learn money. You're going to learn how to freaking reinvent your relationship with money so you have a strong relationship with it. You won't be feeling in scarcity. All of this right now, you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to close. You're going to practice closing. We're going to have fun with it. And it's not just in a way of like you're going to have to scare yourself. We're going to have fun with it, where you're going to associate selling is fun. I just want to get on the phone. That's my intention. And then I'm going to teach you all of my organic lead gen strategies on how to grow a multiple six-figure business fast, not spending a cent on advertising. Really? Not a cent. Not a cent. How good is that? I'm feeling excited about it. I'm revved up about it. Let's lock you down. Reach out to me ASAP. Comment someone that needs this, that needs to do this. And let's lock some stuff in. And it's good to hear, Alex. I'm very, very keen. I'll be talking to you very, very later. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a phenomenal day. Let's do this.